Hello, everybody. Welcome back. If you don't know, my name is Cooper, and today I'm going to be giving you guys some easy ways that you can upgrade your space. So, right now we're in springtime, so I figured now would be the perfect time to do this video because I feel like every year when it comes to spring, I'm always looking for ways that I can kind of refresh my space and get me excited about it again, or clean things up so you have a more stress-free space. So, each of these ways to improve your space do cost less than $200, but just to clarify, I am implying that you already have existing furniture in your space. These are just some ways that you can help refresh it. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about here is lighting. It's what makes it cozy and warm and inviting, and if your lighting is off, it can really change everything for the worse. That's why the first way that you can improve your space is going to be swapping out your normal light bulbs for LED smart bulbs. I know what you're thinking. Cooper, I already have dimmers on my lighting. Why do I need to replace my bulbs with a smart bulb? I would say smart bulbs are great because you can adjust them to any color temperature, even any color, and really kind of change your atmosphere into whatever mood or vibe that you want. This, I would say, is probably the fastest and most immediate way that you can change your space because a lot of the time people will be so focused on their furniture, and if you're on a budget, buying expensive furniture isn't usually feasible. So swapping out your lighting is something that can be relatively cheap and very doable that will really increase the ambiance of your space. The next way that you can help refresh your space is by swapping out your textiles. This would mean taking the throw blankets or throw pillows that you have and maybe going out and buying either new covers for your pillows or just completely new throw blankets. These, I think, can really switch up the general vibe, and if you're looking to add a different pop of color, this is a really easy way to do that. You can go to secondhand vintage stores and look on Facebook Marketplace. Honestly, there's a ton of ways to get textiles that are really affordable without breaking the bank. Something that you can also do if you're on a lower budget and you really don't like a specific furniture piece is go out and find a throw blanket that you really like and kind of drape it over whatever furniture piece that you have. So whether that's a couch or a chair or a bench, any of those can work, and it'll make your space feel a little bit more interesting while still masking that piece of furniture that you have for maybe practical purposes but don't absolutely love. I would say take a risk here, do a fun color, do a fun pattern, something like that. Mix it up. I feel like a lot of people tend to play it safe when it comes to throw blankets and stuff like that because it's really easy to go out and find a white or beige throw. But if you look around, unique textiles are everywhere. Adding these textiles can really give your home another sense of dimension and make it feel like you're living in a new space. I know this video is talking about ways that are under $200, but if you do have that higher budget, I would say something that you also can do is go out and buy new bedding. I always feel like this is the best way to get excited about your home again or mix it up a little bit. Personally, what I do is I have a couple sets of bedding that I'll swap out based on the season. So I'll have bedding that I'll use in the wintertime that's a little bit thicker, and then bedding that I have in the summertime that's a little bit more light and airy. Another way you can upgrade your space is adding one expected object. So this can be a sculpture, a piece of artwork that you thrifted, a family photo, something that really speaks to you and something that's kind of sentimental to you, or something that you really love. You want something to kind of break up the style that you have going on your space that really is your personality. And honestly, look for something bold. Look for something a little bit off or unique or something you don't see every day. Something that I do is I thrift a lot of ceramics. So again, if you go down to your secondhand stores, you can find a ton of ceramics available. And honestly, they have a lot of fun ones going on in there too. So you could get like a really unique vase or a fun new lamp or a candle holder. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's something that you truly love and that you want to have in your space. The next thing I wanted to mention isn't super design focused, but it's more focused on enhancing your mood in your daily life and around your home, and that is going to be plants. I would say if your home is feeling a little bit drab or a little bit museum-like and you really want to add some life into the space, plants are probably the number one way you can do that. I absolutely love incorporating plants into my space. I know that they add so much positivity to my daily life, and I know what you're saying, Cooper, I don't like taking care of plants. It can be a little bit difficult. I get it. I'm not 100% great with plants either. I try my best, but I'm only human. And so you don't have to go out and get some crazy new plant. You can go to Trader Joe's and get a plant for, $10 and go and thrift a pot for it. And then you have a nice little plant for your apartment or your home. It doesn't have to be super complicated. It can be really simple. This is also really great because they sell a lot of cool, fun plant pots out there. The next thing I wanted to talk about is going to be paring down your space a little bit. So I'm not a hyper minimalist by any means. I love knickknacks. I love little sentimental objects, and I'm all for keeping those, obviously, to an extent. But I think something that you should do at least once a year in your home or your space is reassess and kind of go through everything that you have around and ask yourself, is this really adding to my life? One question that I really love to ask myself in this process is going to be, if I was moving right now, would I want to take this with me? And if the answer is yes, then it should absolutely stay. And if the answer is, well, I wouldn't be totally upset if I left this behind, maybe you should consider, selling it on Facebook Marketplace or finding it a new home. I think this is really important for a couple reasons. One of those reasons is going to be that we're human beings, we're always growing and changing, and so our space should also be growing and changing with us. And sometimes if you have some random items that you just kept from high school laying around your apartment or your home that don't serve you anymore, maybe it's not the best idea to have them because that's going to cause you extra stress when you're cleaning or you're moving or whatever. Personally, I live in a studio apartment, so this is something that I always consider if I'm bringing new things into my home. It is really important for me to make those decisions, especially for a day-to-day. I have to clean my apartment, I have to take care of it and keep up with that. So making sure that the things that I do have, I appreciate and I use, or they bring me a lot of joy. Something that's also similar to this is rethinking the layout of your space. If you've lived somewhere for a couple years and you're really craving to switch things up a little bit, it might be nice to consider rearranging your furniture in a different setup. Obviously, you need to be very careful here because sometimes spaces can be a little bit tricky and kind of only have one layout option that will really, really work. But I think it's always great to kind of think about ways that you might be able to rearrange things. It could either be moving your couch to a different wall, moving a chair into your living room, moving where your dining room is. Things like that are not going to require you to go out and buy something new, but kind of just make the best of what you have and rearranging things into a way that feels good and natural to you. I remember when I was growing up, I had a pretty small bedroom and I had a bookshelf and a bed and a desk in there. And I remember I would probably about once a year, honestly, I would go and I would switch the furniture around into a new configuration, and it was kind of my way of making the space feel new, and it always felt refreshing once I had done so. I think it's always something that's nice to consider. So the bottom line in general is not necessarily how much you spend on your space, but the way that you see it and the ways that you can make do with what you have already. Lighting, texture, and scale can really make a huge difference when it comes to your space and really transform it into something new. If you guys try any of these out, I would absolutely love to see it. You can send me a DM on Instagram. I always love to see your guys' spaces and what you guys do with them. Anyways, that is all that I have for you guys today. I hope you're having a good Sunday or whatever day you're watching this. And as usual, you can find me on Instagram at Cooper Osinski Interiors, or you can visit my website, cooperosinski.com, where you can find my email and book a consultation with me to possibly become my client, which I would absolutely love. Bye.